This is ContactTalkRadio.com. Consciousness in action. And you are taking action into your consciousness by tuning into Contact Talk Radio.
And on TuneIn.com, Ping.fm, and Upsnap Mobile.
Contact Talk Radio.
Welcome to Transformations with Tara Sutphen. Tara Sutphen is the author of Blame It on Your Past Lives, Soul Agreements, and The Abenda Chronicles. Grammy-nominated audios, videos, and MP3 series. You can find these MP3 series now at tarainsight.com.
This is Tara Sutphen, and my guest and co-host today is Jason D McKean. He is the voice of over a million sold Om albums throughout the world. And welcome, Jason.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me join you today, and I hope that all is well.
All is well. We're going to learn ways to become lovable again. That's our topic for today. And so I thought that, who better to talk about lovable ways than with your brothers? Hey.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like, like when one is growing up, right? It's like there can be times when it's like, because siblings, they can kind of clash at times, but we've always found ways to be more in that loving family space, and I think it's a testament to, our parents, especially our mom.
Yes.
And, I think that as you see, like when you grow up, together, it's like I think when you're in that loving space, you can kind of build your consciousness too. It's the foundation. It's the source of who you're going to be out in the world. And if you can have a loving family as your foundation there, then you just start bringing other people into that solidness that you are.
But not everybody has a solid family base to begin with. We were very lucky as siblings. We were very lovable naturally to each other, and our parents, they loved each other and they were loving towards us. So that's not the way of karma though, always. So we have to realize that, as a baby, when we're born, we're very lovable beings, and we come in expecting the very best. And somewhere along the way, we start to trip, and we think that, oh, we're not good enough. Our self-worth goes down. Where is the way to love? Where is it? So, and it really starts with ourselves, because if we stay in the love zone, then everything comes into place. The moment you step out of the love zone, boy, everything kind of goes topsy-turvy. People start fighting, and there's just so much to fight about in the world. People fight about the darndest things. We were, talking about it this morning, Mom and I, the darndest things. People, they'll ruin whole relationships over, a crazy incident. So, you don't want to do that. Like where was your blood sugar off? What was happening there that you felt that you needed to do that to your life?
Yeah.
Because, well, I'm such a believer in red flags. The shamanic way is if there's red flags, boy, it's the universe spoke. You are supposed to go in a different direction. So why are you not listening to your red flags? Why? People, places, things, jobs, how you make money, all of it. Your health issues. Where are the red flags? Where are you not listening? Where do you need to change? It's just a click, 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 okay, I can change. I can listen, I've been doing a lot of health changes. Bottom line is Just do it.
Yeah, it's like those red flags. They can come up as signs for how you can navigate, your life. And when your intuition is at is it high alert? Sometimes, like, when those red flags come up, it's like, is it like that ability to see that and to make those changes. So you don't just like go right into it and say, oh, well, what did I do? What happened? It's like you had that warning flag, and so you can move around it. You can be in the flow of your life, but you're not just intentionally just stepping into problems or where you get stuck in them. You can
Right.
be on the outskirts of it, so you can have a bigger picture of it.
Right. I mean, and maybe it's really not focusing in on the approval of others. It's focusing in on yourself a little bit. And not focusing in too hard. Sometimes when we are all about ourselves and don't care about others or don't try to have compassion or help others, because help and support, comes in many different ways. The easiest little things really amount to great things sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to be heroic. You just have to be kind. And so it's like, wow, where does that kind of draw a line, where you think people are taking advantage of you? And again, it's the red flags. Like, are they really taking advantage of you? Or are you making a big problem out of, a simple nothing incident?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when you speak of, being lovable, like it starting with the
Yeah.
self, it's like, does one make a list of traits that one has, or what you love about yourself?
You can. That would be really that's a good start. It's a very good start to make that list. Yeah.
There's
What are the traits? I mean, and it could be just a smile. You may not think that you have a lot to give because people, they lose themselves.
Yeah.
Again, you were born a miraculous, a lovable, beautiful baby who expected the very best. So, and you were helpless. People have to take care of you. So the thing is where did you lose a trust? Because that's almost like isn't it like an exercise in trust? When you're a baby, you have to trust that everything's going to be okay, that you live.
Yeah.
It's an exercise. It's like, okay, who's going to show up here? Yeah, who's just going to show up? Who's going to show up badly and who's going to show up great?
Yeah, it's
Who
like
is
you're in that state of like, I need some help here, please. I can't do anything.
Nothing. Let's just face it, nothing. So the thing is that but you begin to, and you're in the baby mind of, just learning about the world and experimenting about the world. But then we get burned. We get burned. And so we stop trusting the element of surprise and wonder, and we have to get back to it. So there's steps to get back to it. A list would be perfect but that's in your head. So anything that's like thinking about it too much, making a list, and you have to live it. So whatever the list contains, you have to start doing.
Yeah, you have to
that's
embody
the real ingredient to life. Yes, is embodiment. And so you step into your kinder, better self at all times. And it's hard to do because where is our trust factor? Our trust factor is, what? If we risk and it doesn't come through, it was a red flag, and not to beat yourself up over it. You're meant for different people and different things. Like, don't harbor, staying in a situation where you have asked for the greatest life you have asked to trust in the wonder of your life. So why are you stepping into, the mud when you can go around on the beautiful cobblestone sidewalk and it's like it has a garden, all the flowers are blooming around it. Take the beautiful road. Why not? Yeah.
So on the top of my list about,
Yes.
like things that I love about myself. I know that
Yeah.
sounds like,
Yeah, come on. He's a
you know
Leo.
what? As I'm looking
Come
at myself
on,
in the
yeah,
mirror,
let's hear
admiring
it.
myself.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
but I mean, to take a
You're like
real
this.
look, right? I never do that. Come on, stop teasing me.
Here, I'll touch it.
Stop picking on me. All right.
Right.
So the first is like the ability to have like a positive outlook, to look at things in a positive way, and to have that that sunny side, or the where one can be excited about a creative project, or something that one is doing, and to look at those positive aspects of it, so that it's fuel, that it's inspiration, it's motivation every day. It's like I get up and it's like, oh, that I get to like work on that, or I'm going to do this, and that is energy, and that energy, all energy, we emit that from us, and it can be something that other people notice, like right off the bat. And it's like, if they're attuned to that type of energy, then they want to be part of that too. They want to be able to embody that for themselves as well.
Okay.
So that would be at the top of my list. If you were to
Okay.
make a mental list, do you have anything towards the top?
Well, I don't sit around and make lists per se. And I make a lot of lists. I don't make a list in this way about like my personality traits, or my, I try not to get too locked up into that, how I am. I try to embodiment. It's an embodiment. I try to embody the good traits, like helping others, and just being centered within myself, because I believe that there is no confusion. You are a clear thinking human, and that you walk a beautiful life. So every moment is creating beauty instead of disharmony. I'm not one who ever was somebody who liked disharmony anyway. I mean, I've been around plenty of it, but and my work is all about trying to help people get into their harmony, really. And so I'm around it a lot to know that, just stay in the zone, stay in the love zone, stay in the centered zone. You don't have to be right all the time. Don't have to be, learn, keep studying and learning. I just love to learn, but I don't necessarily feel that, learning means that I have to be an expert at it, and then I have to go teach it or be noticed for it. It's more, because even when I was studying metaphysics, I never thought I'd be like here talking to everybody about what I know. But, I have such a vast knowledge of this subject that it's great for me to teach it. It's just, it's fun, and people learn such incredible things about themselves.
Well, that's part of, being lovable too, is that curiosity, that it's like you're open to learning new things. You're open to others, right? Because people, if you're just closed off and just in your own world, then you're not making space for others to come in and to engage. And And so when you're curious about others, when you're asking them questions, when you're like, you know, letting someone share their experience and all, that is also a trait of being more
Right.
lovable
And not
and engaging.
right. And not all relationships work out, and not all friendships work out. And
Yeah.
but you gave it a chance. You gave something to them that they can take with them, and you don't necessarily, I mean, again, you know, the red flags come up pretty fast if they're the person that you want to spend any time with. Don't they say that you are the person that you hang out with, you know, on the first 5 friends that you hang out with? You know, this is, you know, you're influenced by who you hang out with. So
That is true.
yeah. So who do you surround yourself? Who do you, you know, and of course, you know, that's not really talking about like work. It's more, you know, your personal style.
Do our dogs count?
No, not really. A compassionate human, yes. As a compassionate human.
Well,
How
my
you
dogs are
treat
pretty
your dog,
compassionate.
how you love your dog. Yeah. Well, dogs are really compassionate, but that's a hide. It's a hide because of course, you know, there are so many humans on the planet. Why aren't you interacting with humans? You know, of course
Yeah.
they don't want you to now. You're not supposed to be breathing on anyone.
Right?
But
Like, keep your
let's
distance, you.
right, you might have a germ. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know, through Zoom and all, you know, I've met more people than I have in the last, you know, 5 years or so. So yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, when you're letting yourself engage with others, humans, you know, that's where, you know, the rubber meets the road, as far as, you know, dogs especially, you know, they're just like, you know, always there. Like this morning, it was like, you know, I didn't need an alarm clock because Ananda was there like licking my hand, and Archie was like over my ear, just kind of licking the air.
You know, I
And
never
I'm
let my
like, where's
dogs do
this
that.
the snooze button on these
Yeah.
guys, you know?
Yeah. I don't let them do that to me. They have to sleep until I'm awake.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the rule. Everybody's settled in.
that's your world. My
Yes.
world's a little different. So
Yes.
so with that that idea though of you know, engaging others, it's
Yeah.
like it is important to be yourself. Of course, there's always, you know, the ways that, you know, each friendship that we have, there's the varying levels of how intimate one gets with the details of their life. You know, there can be these areas that are just wonderful. You can engage clearly and without any judgment. And then there can be that one area, you know, where it's like, whoa, let's not like venture into that part, right? And it's you know, how it is that you can stay engaged in the areas that you can connect, and you know, you
Right.
are expressing your own, like, you know, are all relationships perfect? No, you know, there are always like, these things, but it doesn't mean that you stop engaging. It doesn't mean that you say, well, nothing can be perfect, so I'm not going to do it. You know, it's like, you know, you dive in.
Yeah. You dive in. Yeah, and you dive in. You just take a step forward. It's not really even diving in. You don't have to dive in anywhere. You just have to step. And you don't have to even stay long. Just step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just keep stepping, trying things out, trying new ways to trust, trying to you know, and not allowing other people to bring you down, because there are people who only talk about negative things.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, it's just understanding that their idiosyncrasies, their pathology is one to, you know, they're processing, they overprocess. And so you just allow them to be be over processing, and you interject, or you stay centered, and you bring them out of it as much as you can. And if and you don't even need to a lot. I see this with religion and politics. The thing is that, it's everything is going to change, everything. And so you can either fight something or you can do something about it. I wrote Destiny of Peace. So, and Whispers in the Wind. They were artivist pieces I did. I should have put them into all the little film festivals, but those DVDs, they're about that you will be called. You could be called in your life to step up into different ways. And so that's where you need to step in. Just to over talk things is not going to change anything. Where's your proaction? Where's the proaction in your life? Where's your life going to go where you're getting back into your life again? Everybody didn't talk about politics 20 years ago, not even 10 years ago. Nobody hardly talked about, religion either. People kind of got out of some of that. So let's go back to living life. And the people who need to step up and to make a difference, we support them. But we don't over talk everything. We don't have angst. There's a lot of anxiousness.
It can be a side effect, of the age of information too, where there's just so much information that we can get oversaturated with it, and the need to process it, to take it in. I mean, that's where, talking is, it's a way of solidifying ideas, by taking that vast ocean of what's in our head and starting to channel it into specific words and all. I'm all for it if someone is, looking to, again, maybe have a plan of action for themselves, or to carve out a direction. And but it is about, stepping into that direction too, and making sure that it's not just, all in here swimming around and where we feel like we're drowning in it. It's like, action is.
Yeah, you'll hear, I can't take it anymore. What can't you take? Yeah. They're not doing nothing. Okay. Yeah, but their body is regroup this thinking.
Yeah. It's like
and victimization. Let's regroup it.
Yeah, and taking, positive steps, and positive again, that feels like it's because I'm a list keeper. As far as I mean, that feels like that's this overarching energy or so, like that umbrella energy of working through something, and I feel that's alchemical, where one, takes what can be negative situations, and it can be positive situations too. It can be just that energy, that ocean of what it is that we're experiencing, the energy of our life and the life that's around us, and being able to, create a direction for ourselves, and to channel that for it to be our mission, our purpose.
Right. And and that's, again, that's being hard on ourselves too. Just, we just need to flow into who we are and our better selves, not our.
How is it hard? How is it hard?
Where the expectations on ourselves, that our purpose is all consuming, and that it's going to be that meaningful when the day we die. We have to be very careful on what we think we're doing is really truly the right thing and not the wrong thing. Yeah. Because everything changes. It has a set of change. within it. You know, we can't do something and expect that it's only going to be us who, if it's a project, say, you know, a lot of people put their hands in the pie when it's a project. You know, there's a lot of interesting things in the world. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, there are certainly other influences. I mean, we just experienced it with the last full moon. You know, there's a lot of high energy, a lot of high energy that was
Say hi.
taking place. Who is that?
It's our little bean. Hi, honey. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Bean.
I should have taken pictures of him yesterday. I took him on a patio of a restaurant, and he was doing tricks for everybody, for all the staff of the restaurant. He was having a star moment.
I'm surprised you
They
don't
had
let
bacon. They had bacon.
I'm surprised you don't let him like stand over you and just snort in your ear.
Yeah, well, he'd like to do that, but he doesn't. He's a sleepyhead in the morning.
Yeah.
I have to wake him up. Yeah. He's talking. He's talking snort language to everybody. Thank you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And what does it mean exactly?
Lovable. Love. He was telling his version of love. His version of love is when mommy's doing things for him. Yes. So, you know, he's all about the love. Well, and that is the dogs. You were talking about the dogs. Dogs are really a great part of life, but not, you know, they only live a certain amount of time. So you have to like develop your life. And it's always great to rescue dogs. You know, Bentley was actually a rescue. And so, you know, Bentley Beanie. And all my dogs, you know, Sophia from Brazil. She was a street dog in Brazil. So, yeah.
So with, you know, I think what we were talking about, like that aspect of like meaning, right? Of purpose. And,
oh yeah, purpose.
And where, yes, it's like, you know, one can become obsessed, right? One can, you know, get so much within oneself that they aren't, you know, either engaging with others or seeing others. They're just seeing themselves. And I think that, you know, like in the tarot, it's like the cups, which are like the heart center, like seeing it as where we extend ourself and share it with others and create meaningful connections. And so, you know, it's like, yes, we work on our own confidence within, we work on our own direction within, but it is something that, you know, to be able to open ourselves up to be, you know, vulnerable is to create intimacy. Again, there's lots of different levels with that, with our friendships and all, and we don't have to, you know, be friends with just everyone. We don't have to put that kind of pressure on us. It can be just one person. It can be, you know, just a handful. It's like, I think we're wired in certain ways, you know, where we have the capacity to, you know, not, you know, wipe ourselves out, to blow our circuits, you know. And so where you're at, the level that you're at, to open up that heart center is to be in that place of trust that, you know, you can engage with others. And again, it might be just a certain level of engagement, right? It might be an evening of camaraderie. You know, it's like not everyone is wired to go, you know, very, very deep, you know, with all of your inner, just issues and stuff like that. That's the work of counselors. That's the
Right.
the work that we're wired for in the
Yes.
world. But most people, it's like there's a spectrum of like, let's just keep it within this broadband here, and everything will kind of be cool. And you can, in that sharing, that's where, your own that ability to love and to be loved, and to accept that when someone gives you a compliment, or when someone is nice to you, to be able to take that in, and not block it, not shield it, not have that inner voice say, well, because of this, I'm not lovable or whatever. It's like, this person isn't really seeing me. This is like, it's a two-way street in that manner.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's a good thing to bring up when you feel that somebody doesn't see you, or they're not seeing, or people don't see you. It's like, where is that? That's definitely something that you need to work on, because it's not about being seen by others. You shouldn't have to feel like you're getting the approval of others at that point. You need to do for you. And it's about, again, stepping into your best self. It's not that others are always doing for you, like, oh, if they didn't say hello to me, I can't say hello to them. No, say hello first. If people don't say hello back, that's their thing. Yeah. Just keep saying hello. Hi. I say it all the time on the street. Yeah. Everywhere I go. And people love to say hi. Hi, how are you? They don't care about how are you really, but they, they're being nice.
Yeah. It is, one, does create the world in that manner, right? As far as, you create the world in which you wish to inhabit, where people can, just, say hello. I was always taken aback, because I think it's regional too. It's not just everywhere, where there's like common courtesies, because I've been in places and cities, I'm sure you have too, where, you can say, hey, how are you? And there's like you're met with, just a blank stare, or, someone who's like, what do you want? Well,
they're having a bad day, or
but it's
a bad life.
But it is on them, right? It's like,
yes.
If that diminishes your own light, if that, like, if you feel hurt by that, then that's something that you need to look at and say, am I showing up in my authentic self by saying hi, or by allowing for my own light to be seen in the world, and
right.
and to not take things personally. Sometimes it's just, that's a again, how one navigates life. If that's one of those red flags that comes up of someone who's not open to your energy, then you don't have to just like keep engaging until you feel like you're being seen or heard. It's like you can navigate around them and say,
well,
maybe another day.
Yeah. And maybe you're, like different work things and stuff come up. If it doesn't feel quite right, maybe it isn't right. And so don't push. You don't have to push the ship. Ship sails along. Like, just keep sailing along, and recognizing your opportunities, because it is about recognition as well. And that you'll have to put in some elbow grease in, but you don't have to give everything that you own away either. So, you have to be careful. You don't want to jump at every opportunity, but at the same time, you want to be open. So the thing is just, not to dive in. No diving. Yeah, stepping in. Yeah, seeing where things are, expecting the best from people, reconnecting with your old friends, if that's the case too. We have a lot of wonderful people throughout our life that, we kind of like, it goes to the wayside, like through high school. And for me, it's the Alaska pipeline, and college and yeah, all of it. You have people that, you don't want to necessarily, even if you haven't seen them for years, when you come together, it's like you've never been apart.
Yeah, those are amazing. Those friendships that
Amazing.
you can and find those levels of camaraderie of if there's like family situations that are kind of the similar or whatever. It's like you can again, I feel that that's a curiosity. It's where other people, their lives, they're interesting to you, and I think that is an ingredient in being like in that overall just curiosity of life and all. And I think that because we're wired in a certain way to be able to have to take in a lot of information, a lot of people, and and see like some
Well, you can
bigger
be.
pictures.
Yeah, you can't be kind of like an information collector at this stage. Like on the internet, I got to read everything. Yeah.
Right. But to be able to not let it be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm because it's like you're my sister. It's like we're in a lot of ways, we're cut from a similar DNA cloth, right?
Yeah.
And
except for the beard. No, I'm kidding. Go on.
you just have your beard in the back of your head.
Yes.
It's
right.
it's
You're
it's
the
just
front,
like
I'm the back. Go on.
It's it's like being able to kind of look at it too through those counselor eyes, like
yeah.
looking for the big picture in things, looking because there's that curiosity of human nature, of human motivation and all. And so not to say that everyone is like I'm studying people with a white coat and a clipboard going, oh really, you did that, oh huh, but there is a real like love of others, like when someone is like they're moving towards a goal in their life and they're achieving it. It's like I'm proud of them. It's like, yes, this is really great. And so expanding on those feelings within yourself, knowing again how it is that you're wired, and how you can be engaged in your life in those meaningful ways, that increases the love inside of you. It increases the ability to connect with others in a sincere way. And again, it's not where we give away all of our energy. It's this reciprocal flow of energy that comes in, and it fuels us. It's beautiful.
It is. Yeah. No, mom and I were talking about how, a family member, she married well, to where she was always struggling, and now she's married well. And we are just so happy that she's being so well taken care of, and we just love it.
Yeah.
And that's a thing, you have to just be so happy for people to, get to their next stage. Because once you do, because everybody has their times.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to step up to those times? How are we going to stand up to being a good person in our own lives? Good daughter, good mother, good friend, good daughter, good whoever, dog owner, horse owner. Where are you going to step up? Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like it can't be like you can't be good at all things. So you surround yourself with a team. I teach people to create their teams. Like when I'm away, I have a great person who comes in to take care of my horses. I have a great person who takes care of my dogs. I have great person, to help me with whatever it is to help me with. I
Mhm.
mean, that's life. Yeah.
And it is again where one is able to be in that space of you know looking to have a community, right? To be able
Mhm.
to uh, it's to be like to know where it is that you're headed, right? That's key in it,
Mhm.
so that you're able to have like um the people around you that are supportive, but also
Supportive.
where you can be in a place of support too for
Mhm.
the people that need support on the level that you're
That's right.
bringing to it.
And it won't necessarily come from the people that you support. It comes, it's a give and take world.
Hmm.
So what you give to someone doesn't necessarily mean that they have to give you back what you're seeking. It all comes from all different areas. And the moment you let those expectations go, then life starts to really work. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what you got upcoming?
We'll have a Sedona seminar coming up, and that is October 23rd, 24th. I have some room left, really amazing people coming in. So excited. Yeah. So it's out at a ranch, and it's going to be fantastic.
And it's what's the nature of it? You're focusing on what
Well, it's a
realm?
Sedona psychic seminar. So,
Psychics.
it's just opening your intuition. Yeah. How to develop your intuition and how to, how to know yourself. How do you see? That's really what I have taught for so many years, because so many people, they see it, they hear it, they know it, they feel it. But what is your strongest sense on that out of those four senses? And then we go from there. Yeah.
Because of the thinning of the veil, around the end of
Intuition.
October, Halloween, Samhain,
Oh,
Dia
yes.
de los Muertos.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there, have you ever had anyone like channel like any like departed family member or anything,
Well, yeah, I mean, I have. I don't know if we'll do channeling in this seminar,
Mhm.
but we could. We could, and yeah, and then we usually I orchestrate it, it's an orchestrated thing. So it's not usually a departed loved one per se, but it's your spirit guide who tells you about whatever questions you want to know, and then you answer questions for the rest of the room.
Mhm.
So I put you to work on it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Those classes are really great. And
Yeah,
it
it's
is
fun.
because you put the participants to work. It's not just
Yeah.
about you
Oh
like
yeah, no,
talking about it.
exactly.
It's
No.
it,
No,
it's the
I
doing.
instructive, and I, of course, my body of knowledge, it's definitely fun to say, well, this is how I perceive that. But it's yeah, it's a great fun time. Fun. It's a party
It
each
is a
seminar.
party.
Yeah.
Every seminar that I've attended, and I've attended a lot of them over the
Right.
years.
Right.
Um, and
Yeah.
more recently, in the last few years, as a more active, not just being on the sidelines of it, but more
Hmm.
active in it. And it's like the ability to connect with others and to
Oh
find
yeah.
those layers of
Great
friendship
friends.
and all. It's like it's that's a testament to your own energy of what it is that you bring to it as a teacher, as a facilitator of, this metaphysical knowledge that,
Yeah.
I wish that more people had access to it,
Hmm. Hmm.
because it's incredibly beneficial.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. Yeah. It's going to be more fun than any of them, really. And then we had a great seminar. The last Sedona seminar I had was the Shaman Summit right before the pandemic. I've done private seminars for, but they're not open to the public. But that seminar was great.
Yeah.
That Shaman Summit. Yeah. So that was magical. It was a magical one. And then now, but we'll have another one of those maybe in the spring. We'll see who all wants to come on together for that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe now too that I might have a holiday around the holidays, might have a channeling dinner or something, something fun. We'll see.
A
Yeah.
channeling dinner.
Yeah, where everybody channels or I channel, whatever we think, and we're having hors d'oeuvres or dinner or something. It's a holiday party.
I'm imagining
Our
this
kind of holiday
big
party.
table,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like this really big, long table. Everyone's sitting at it, and
Be great. Well, and I've had houses like that. I have to see where see who wants to do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
that's awesome.
Mom's raising her hand. She wants to come. So it's good. We have one person already.
And
Yeah.
who is she going to channel?
Eddie. Her dead
Like,
husband, Eddie.
don't be a wimp, Marianne.
Oh my God, he was the funniest guy ever. Her husband. Oh my God. Yeah, loved all of us, but boy, gave us all a hard time all the time. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, but
such a good-hearted person.
that was his way of being lovable, right?
That was his way of loving people. Yes, teasing us. Let me get on the phone with Tara. Yeah. Try to. He could never do it on Amy. Amy totally. I was trying to tease her daughters yesterday, and boy, my nieces. And boy, I was thinking, gosh, Amy's already teased them so much during their life. They're not. Aunt Tara teasing them is like, can't even. Yeah, okay, whatever, Aunt Tara.
Yeah, they're pretty quick with their comebacks and
Yeah,
all. It's like she's trained them well.
yeah. It is pretty funny.
But that is a sometimes the tough persona on the outside that is there's a heart of gold, that is underneath that rough exterior. That is sometimes we all know people that have that lovable quality. We know that they are kind, but there's just sometimes a way that can be kind of brusque, or just
well, we just don't need to be so serious. What really is the expectation of pushing people away instead of just allowing a little bit of kindness? There's no harm in it.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of ways that people will they'll have that kind center. Sometimes it's just about showing it, and not looking to hide it or build up a shield. We all can fear being hurt, right?
Yeah, let's show up.
We can all fear that, but to really embrace who it is that you are, to put it out there. And I not to say Eddie was just always brusque. He would give you the shirt off his back. And I'm sure
great.
he, you know, but
Yeah.
you know,
But he's come through and channeling like, oh my gosh, he says the funniest stuff. And it was totally him because we knew what he'd say.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Actually, our producer's one, he just channels him so well. He's totally got
that was amazing.
and psychic. Yeah, he's so psychic.
That was amazing that when he channeled him.
Right. Right. Yeah. So if you want to be a host on Contact Talk Radio, you know, we're always looking for good and great hosts. So you can talk to Cameron at ctrnetwork.com. Hey, so Jason, what is your website, please?
It is Jason D McKean, JASON D as in Dumbledore, MCKEAN.com. And I have my book available on Amazon.
Do you have it right there to show us?
Yeah, I do. The Magic Channel Tarot reading with the Tarot Wizard.
Nice Christmas presents for everybody.
Amazing Christmas presents.
We're starting to get into October. We may as well be proactive.
Yeah. And you know, it's like I'm right in the middle of tarot classes in Japan. I work with a translator, and there's many students who are learning the tarot from the Tarot Wizard, and we're like in the midst of the minor arcana right now, just going through all the cards. But we go through all the cards, and it's a very fundamental look at the tarot. It's very broken down into the basics of it, and so it's a kind of a different way of teaching for me, because you know, it's like a lot of my classes, they're ongoing, and so you know, we read because one learns by doing. One activates their intuition, they connect it to their voice by doing.
Because a lot of times, you know, in your mind, you're getting all the information, but are you retaining it? So when you do, you know, when you start doing it yourself, then but the thing is, there's tricks as far as, you know, you like not asking too many questions and just relaxing into, you know, may not like the answer, but just let it settle for a few days and see, you know, what you feel about it in the next few days. Did that answer your question, or were you comprendo? Were you comprehending it right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I teach, you know, the people that come in, the participants, to not just keep digging in the deck for a card that they feel is like a good one for them. As far as, you know, it's like, where's that 10 of Cups? You know, where's that, you know, that Sun card? If they get, you know, the Tower, if they get like some of these harder cards, to sit with it and to, you know, look at what it can be saying, and to know that, you know, we're all works in progress, and we're looking to improve our lives
and improve our love. Yeah. So ways to love yourself, ways to love others, love to love again in the best sense. So now
and be more lovable.
That's right. So you can find me at tarainsight.com, and it's TARA Insight, INSIGHT.com. And on the first page, there's a lime green button that says Sedona if you're interested in coming. So for the Sedona Psychic Seminar. Yeah. But thank you for being on the show, Jason.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. I love you.
Great. I love you.
And Mom loves me too.
And Mom loves me more. No, I'm her favorite. No. Anyway, it's a big joke. Anyway.
No.
She loves you. Anyway, so much love. Love everybody.